I'm so excited to talk about the Grammys. First of all, like we talked about the Grammys a few weeks ago, just because we thought Beyonce was going to be performing for
the tribute.
Right. So let's just get started with the Grammys and just go right into it. How do you feel about it?
I mean, if I'm being honest, it was quite a show.
Yeah,
it's quite a show.
Always is every year.
I'm glad that our R&B girlies cleaning up.
Sweet.
Cleaning up. So proud of all the girlies.
I really am too. I'm happy that, the new age of R&B is being represented the way that it's supposed to. I was so excited to see them on the stage yesterday.
Absolutely.
Or 2 days ago.
And I feel like whenever I do, I do those QTNA interviews all over, everywhere.
Right.
And the R&B girlies are usually the ones, like when I ask about new R&B, like I get a lot of R&B girlies as answers.
Coco,
and so
SZA, Victoria Monet. Let's just hop right into it with the R&B awards,
Rip the Band-Aid off.
First of all, at the Grammys, like we said earlier, like they don't really televise the R&B awards. So the ones that were televised, we'll get to those. But first of all, what we got? Best progressive R&B album?
Best progressive R&B album went to SZA for SOS, of course. She beat out Janelle Monáe. She beat out Terrence Martin and James Fauntleroy. She beat out Diddy. She beat out Black. That was the
I was really interested to see if they were still going to nominate that Diddy album for some categories because, separating the artist from the music, which is hard these days, the album was really good.
It was.
R&B wise. So I was.
DJ Khaled, take notes.
Oh, but I was very interested to see that his name was still in the category. Now I knew they wasn't gonna give it to him, but I am happy that one of our R&B girlies got it with SOS. I love the album. I really did like Janelle Monáe's album too. I did. Age of Pleasure.
I did.
I think people slept on it a little bit, but that was a good album to me.
It was a good album.
Yeah, it was like it was like one of those high manifestation albums where you wake up and listen to it and your day is just good after that. Because of what she's saying and the energy that it brings. But
that's facts.
Shout out to SZA. First R&B award of the night. What else we got on here? Best R&B song also goes to SZA with Snooze. And Leon Thomas, right? Because he's the writer.
Yes.
So shout out to the writers that's still getting their credits, okay?
Right. Shout out Jersey. SZA's
right.
From
And
Jersey.
she beat out Angel by Halle Bailey. Back to Love, Robert Glasper. ICU, Coco Jones, which I was honestly surprised.
Because that
and
really
On
was
My
a
Mama.
song.
But
and
I feel like
Mama.
On My Mama, Victoria Monet, ICU, and Snooze are probably the three biggest R&B songs of the year. So,
Facts.
Any one of them was deserving, but I'm happy that they got it.
Did you listen to Justin Bieber? He sang it
yes,
like
he
live?
sang it live. Yeah, loved it.
Oh
I
my
feel like I love any man that sings Snooze. I love it.
Oh,
every man that remixes it, I just love the way that they sound, and I feel like it's because it was written by men. Babyface, Leon Thomas. I think they just have a different type of
that's a great song
caliber, and they bring a different type of energy to the song because it's.
That's a great song. That's a great song.
It really is very deserving. Shout out to SZA. That's Next. 2 for you now. Who else we got?
I guess we can go into best R&B performance.
Okay.
Of course, went to ICU, Coco Jones. She beat out Summer Too Hot by Chris Brown. Back to Love, Robert Glasper again. How Does It Make You Feel by Victoria Monet and Kill Bill by SZA. Yeah, that was the performance. That was the song.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Now, what I would like to know is when they do these categories, which performance are they looking at to give you that award? Because if it was the one where she was in the rain,
that was Broccoli City Fest.
That was the one. I was just telling my mom about that. How I had tickets at Howard, and I had never been to Broccoli City Fest because it just rained so much. And I was like, yeah, but Coco Jones did it, and it was like powerful when it rained. Like people wasn't mad at the rain. It was like, so if that's the one that she got it for.
Because then in that, I think in her performance, she also sings Rain Down.
So the energy of that song going with that in ICU. First of all, ICU is just such a great song in general. So I can't imagine hearing it live. I've only seen it. It's
great.
But to be there.
It's great.
It's great. Well deserving. I'm so glad Coco Jones is finally getting her sign. I remember seeing her on, what was that? On Disney Channel. She was in a movie.
She was.
And she was on a show. My sisters used to watch it. See, I was a little bit older at that time. So I was off of Disney Channel. I had basketball practice. But I remember seeing her grow in those days, and I'm just happy that, she's finally in her R&B bag. I know this is what she really wants to be doing. And after all these years, she's finally starting to, get her flowers and flourish. So
absolutely.
Congratulations.
Delayed, but not denied. That is like the theme of the Grammys this year.
Right, exactly.
For sure.
And the inspiration behind it. Just never give up on your dreams and just keep striving for greatness. Ooh!
We taking us to church today. Oh my goodness. The Lord is moving through you, sis.
You know, we're gonna get right. What's the next one, Jovy? Go right to it.
All right, the next one. I guess we gotta go straight to Best New Artist. No?
We skipped one. Hold on. Before we get to Victoria, because that's gonna be a long conversation.
That is.
We got another R&B one, Best Traditional R&B Performance, and that is PJ Morton. Good Morning.
I like it.
Yeah.
PJ makes really, really wholesome music.
Yes.
Really, really wholesome music.
I love it.
I love that lane.
He was in the category with Victoria Monet for Hollywood. That's the song that her daughter was nominated
for. Okay.
And Love Language, SZA, Lucky, Kenyon Dixon, and Simple Babyface. So it was it's a hard decision. All these songs are great. So boom.
I wonder how what does traditional R&B performance mean? Like, what's the separation between that and what Coco Jones won? Because that's best R&B performance, and this one's best traditional R&B.
Well, I guess if you look at the other songs in the category, like Kill Bill is not a traditional R&B song. It's more like, what would they say, contemporary?
I guess.
So maybe that's what they mean. I should do a deeper dive in it. I've never really looked at the criteria for the categories. I usually just use my assumption and context of clues. What the title is. I've never really looked into it. So you know what? Got some homework for us to do. What's got next? A few more though before we get to Victoria Monet, because we got a lot to talk about her. Best African performance.
Tyla.
Yeah. And she beat out, I think DeVito was also in that category with Unavailable and City Boys Burna Boy. So that was a big one though, but I'm not surprised Water got it.
Yeah.
That was a big song.
That you couldn't go anywhere.
Honestly, song of the year.
You still can't go anywhere without hearing that song for real. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah.
I'm gonna learn it one day. I'm gonna get that water bottle. It's gonna be make me hurt.
What's next?
No, for real. Okay.
Best
pop duo group performance. SZA won that also with Ghost in the Machine with Phoebe Bridgers.
That's fire.
Yeah,
that's fire.
So SZA took away a few awards last night.
So. She came out like this.
Shout out to her. But let's get right to it though, because my girl Victoria Monet. Man, I was just saying, I'm so happy that the world has finally caught on to her. So for her to be getting Best New Artist at 34 years old.
It's crazy. The
motivation in that, the inspiration, just never, ever stop. Her speech was amazing.
So inspirational.
They played the music on her, they cut her off, but I promise you, as soon as it started playing, a tear dropped down my eye, like Denzel in Glory. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Denzel in Glory?
That one tear in the camp. But she's just so deserving, and her speech was just so meaningful. Like she was saying that she moved out here 15 years ago, and she's been planting her seeds in the soil of the music industry. And she was saying you could look at soil as dirty, or you could look at soil as having new life and you sprouting new things. It's just on all your perspective of life. And finally, she was saying, her roots are starting to sprout. And it was just amazing. Yeah. The other people that were in that category with her, Best New Artist, Coco Jones, Ice Spice, and Jelly Roll. I will say she was very deserving. All of them deserve to be in this category. Right. However, I feel like Victoria Monet has been putting in that work.
What I've liked since her receiving that award or any of these awards is all of the people that she's worked with in the past, tweeting and being I think one of the girls from Fifth Harmony, they tweeted and was some of my favorite songs that we perform were written by Victoria Monet. So
many songs people don't even know that she wrote. A lot of Ariana Grande's music, they don't even know their favorite Ariana Grande music or songs are written by Victoria Monet. So I'm
so
extremely happy. I can barely, can't even talk about it. And I think she walked away with three on Sunday night.
3 of them.
She also won for engineered album non-classical. Now, what I think that means.
I think it was the quality of the sound.
Right?
The quality of the sound as you're experiencing
the transitions and how it sounds going from headphone to headphone and speaker to speaker. Right. And that's D Mile.
I believe that her engineer is also from Jersey.
Okay.
Shout out Jersey again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it out. And she also won for Best R&B Album.
Period.
Which is crazy because, I didn't think that people like that album. I like it, but like I said in episode 1,
you said that you like Jaguar 1
Jaguar
better.
1 better. But not saying that I don't like Jaguar 2, but I think that Jaguar 1 was just better. But this category that she's in, she was so deserving of everything that came to her this year. I love the album, love her as an artist, love her as a writer. So I'm just so excited to see her on these stages. And I feel with these Grammy wins just comes shoot up.
I'm excited to see what she does with it moving forward.
Your career just shoots up. And she's probably going to be on a lot of more I would say we're gonna see her on stuff like.
I hope she never touches an MTV stage. I know that much. Because they played in Sis' face. They played in Sis' face. They said it's too early in her journey and her story.
I'm so sorry they told you that.
She never touches an MTV stage.
That just goes to show you to always believe in yourself. Don't listen to these no's. No. When it's really what? Yes. That's what you got to tell yourself.
Shout out to artist development, because that is obviously the true winner here.
Did you hear that last story that she said? One more thing I'm going to talk about Victoria Monet. In her speech, she was saying that she had put in a artist binder at a record label about 15 years ago.
Right.
And her manager quit the label, found the binder.
And they've
history
been
to this day, like
ever
y'all
since.
never stop.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Grammys, though, Tina Turner performance. Now, I guess our guess was kind of right.
Yes.
Because Jabari asked us if it wasn't Beyonce, who else would it be? And I said Jennifer Hudson or Fantasia.
Right. Powerhouse voices.
That's all it could have been.
And
somebody
she
who
did the
scream.
damn thing.
She did. I liked it.
She did the damn thing. Oogly moogly.
Big. That thing is juicy. But anyway, Fantasia, Miss Barrino. The only thing I was disappointed with is, you know how when they do like tributes at the BET Awards, it's like 10 minutes and it's like a medley of songs.
Right.
I did think it was going to be like a medley, not just Proud Mary, but she did the entire song.
Right.
So I can't be mad at it.
I still would have appreciated a little more.
Yeah, I wanted to hear What's Love got to do with it.
Yeah.
Because that's my time. You know, I'm born in 94, so What's Love got to do with it is screaming, belting it, you know? So I would have liked to see a medley, but other than that.
Hit that hoe.
You did. Low key, we about to get a record deal up in here.
R&B only.